Hi, in this video, I'll show you how to use our premium training tracker spreadsheet. It's the easiest and most effective training tracker we've ever made. This is the instructions tab. I recommend going through it before you start. It will help you understand how everything works. We've also included an FAQ tab in case you have any questions. Now let's follow the simple steps shown here. Step 1, it says go to the Menus tab to customize your drop-down menus. So let's open the Menus tab and update the drop-down menus. In this tab, you'll find a quick guide that shows where each drop-down menu is used. Training mode, used in the Training Logs tab, column H. Training status, used in the Training Logs tab, column J. Training frequency, used in the Trainings tab, column G, and it also appears in the team report based on the selected frequency. You can also set how many days in advance you want to be notified before a training's expiry date. By default, it's set to 30 days, but you can change it to 45, 60, or any number you prefer. These notifications will show up in the Team Report and Employee Report tabs. Step 1 is complete. Now let's move on to Step 2. Step 2, it says Add Employee and Trainer Details in the Employees List and Trainers List tabs. This is the Employees List tab. Here you can add up to 200 employees. The names you enter here will be used as drop-down options in other related tabs. Now let me quickly add all the employee details. Okay, I've added details for 20 employees. I've included all the basic information and their job details. You can use the termination details section when an employee is about to leave the company. Now, entering the employee details is complete. Before moving to the Trainings List tab, I want to highlight one feature in the Employees List tab. You'll see a column called Work Status. This helps you keep track of which employees are active and which are inactive. Select Active for employees who are currently working and Inactive for those who have left the company. Employees marked as inactive will be removed from drop-down menus in other tabs and from the reports. Now let's go to the Trainers List tab and add the trainers' details. This is the Trainers List tab. Here you can add up to 50 trainers. We've kept this tab simple. The trainer names you enter here will appear as drop-down options in the Training Logs tab, so you can easily select the trainer who conducted each session. Now let's quickly add all the trainer details. Great, I've added 9 trainers along with their department and job role. Just like in the Employees List tab, you'll find the Work Status column here too. Select Active for trainers who are currently working and Inactive for those who have left or resigned. With this, Step 2 is fully completed. Now let's move on to Step 3. Step 3, it says enter your training categories and training topics in the Trainings tab. They will automatically update in all relevant tabs. So now let's go to the Trainings tab and add all our training session names. This is the Trainings tab. Here you can list all your training categories and training names. You can add up to 100 trainings. Once entered, these training names will automatically appear in the Training Logs, Team Report, and Employee Report tabs. Now let me quickly add all the training names. Great, I've added all the training names. You can see they're now appearing automatically as drop-down options in the Training Logs tab, and they're also updated in the Team Report tab. With this, Step 3 is complete. Now let's move on to Step 4. Step 4, it says log training sessions and schedules in the Training Logs tab. Enter dates from oldest to newest, as the last entry will determine the next due date. So now let's go to the Training Logs tab and see how to enter the training logs. This is the Training Logs tab. It's a very important tab because it feeds data into the Team Report and Employee Report tabs. This tab acts as the master data file for the reports. Now I'll show you how to log each training session. Now let me select an employee and add their certification. The first 3 columns, employee name, training category, and training name, all have drop-down menus. Since these lists can be long, here's a simple trick. Type the first 2 or 3 letters, and the drop-down will automatically narrow down. Then you can easily select the correct option. Now I've logged the first training for the employee Amara. She completed the Effective Communication Skills training and got certified on September 8th, 2025. Her next certification is due on September 8th, 2026, which I've entered in the next training due date column. The next certification date depends on the training frequency you set, whether it's annual, semi-annual, or every 2 years. For Amara, it's annual, so the next due date is September 8th, 2026. In the same way, I'll now add training logs for 2 more employees. This is how you enter training logs with due dates. Now you know how to enter training logs when an employee gets certified and how to set the next due date. Next, I'll show you what to do when there's no due date or when the due date doesn't apply for certain trainings. Now I've added an entry for Daniel. He completed the company overview and mission training. For trainings like this, which don't require recertification or a due date, enter not applicable in the next training due date column. This is how you log trainings without a due date. Always make sure that the next training due date column has either a specific date or not applicable for all entries. Once you enter the training logs, they will automatically appear in the Reports tabs. Now, what if you don't know the next training due date or if the training is ongoing? It's simple. In the next training due date column, just enter the training status. For example, enter scheduled if the training is planned or in progress if it's currently ongoing. This status will also be reflected in the Reports tabs. Now that we understand how to make training log entries, let's clarify what Step 4 in the Instructions tab means. Enter dates from oldest to newest, as the last entry will determine the next due date. This means that when an employee is recertified for the same training, you leave the old entry as it is and add a new entry for the latest certification. For example, Amara was previously certified on September 8th, 2025 for Effective Communication Skills, with the next due date on September 8th, 2026. In the team report, it shows September 8th, 2026. Now let's say today is her due date and she gets recertified on September 10th, 2026. Her next due date will be September 10th, 2027, which we will enter in the next training due date column. The reason the instructions say enter dates from oldest to newest, as the last entry will determine the next due date, is to help you track tenured employees from their date of hire until now, showing how many trainings they've completed. This detailed data appears in the Employee Report tab, giving you an accurate view of employee skills, helping plan scheduled trainings, or deciding promotions and assigning priority tasks. Now that we've added September 10th, 2027, the Team Report tab automatically updates to show this as the next due date. This is why it's important to enter training logs in order from oldest to newest. If you have old training data, this is the way to add it to the spreadsheet. With this, the Training Logs tab is complete and Step 4 is done. Now let's move to Step 5, the final step, to view the automated reports. Step 5. It says to view reports, go to the Team Report or Employee Report tab for instant insights. So first, let's open the Team Report tab and take a look at the Team Report. This is the Team Report tab. It automatically shows all employee training data and their next due dates. This tab is fully automated, so please do not make any changes here. Since there isn't much data in the spreadsheet yet, I'll add some example data for this demo to show you how it works. Now, I've added some example data into the Training Logs tab. The Team Report is now showing all employee trainings and their due dates automatically. In this section, you can see the total numbers for past due, within 30 days, up to date, and not applicable. Above that, there are filter options for department, job role, branch location, and reporting manager. By selecting these filters, the Team Report will show only the relevant employee data, just like this. You might be wondering why some cells show a minus or a dash. These represent training names for which no data is found in the training logs or trainings that are not relevant to that employee. The formula automatically adds minus or dash cells when there's no data for that employee. This is a normal automated function that helps indicate missing or irrelevant data. That's it for the team report. It's simple and straightforward. Now, let's take a look at how the Employee Report tab works. This is the Employee Training Report tab. This tab is fully automated, so please do not make any changes or edit any cells. The data here allows reports to populate instantly with just a click. Now you can see the full report for the employee. Use the View By options to narrow down the report by category, training name, or to sort the dates by up to date first or expired first. I'm really sorry for the video being long, but I wanted to make sure I cover everything so you can easily use my premium training tracker. That's it for this tutorial video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Have a great day.